Okay, let's continue with this, or what I started out doing. The previous video was putting in my roof drains on different levels, and in order to show those roof drains at different levels, which is different than showing them on a floor plan, in terms of a view range, where the view range for a floor plan is consistent, or let's say is constant. So a view range, that's just for a typical floor plan. The floor plan is just one level. Let's just say that. But on a roof plan, there's going to be different levels, but you have to show those roof drains on that particular roof plan. I hope that made sense. So in other words, let's look at this section view here. Here's a level on the bottom part of this portion, and if you can see, there's a kind of what would be like a parapet. Let's just look at that section here. Let's go to that view, and as you can see, this is the one level. Let's look at this. Let's look at these tile views. I'm going to erase this or close this guy. And what we're looking at is the view looking to the left or to the west. And I'm going to click this and this roof drain, and it's going to highlight here so that you can see that that's what we're looking at. Okay. And down here, that's looks like an exhaust fan. I'm going to type VV and go to my mechanical. Well, it looks like the architect has something on. What's that? Let's go. So, okay, let's go back. In the previous, man, there's so much to Revit that can be learned. I don't want to say that it is difficult, but you just have to put work into it. What was I doing? What I want to do is show this tab, and let's see if I can click select link, and I'm going to hover over this guy and use my tab key, okay, to find out what that is. And it is in the architect's primary fixture. So that's my let's click this. That's a roof drain. Why is that? Let's see. Let's go back here. So again, this is not anything planned. This is what happens when you go into the office and you know you're going to get something done by 10 o'clock that morning, and it doesn't happen. Okay. So this is the same thing. So nothing is scripted here. I will not script any of these videos. So this is what happens when you walk out your door and you go to work and you plan on things and stuff just happens. So I want to find out why this roof drain is here, and that I cannot select it. So let's go here. Where is that? What's going on here? Man, I don't see it. So what is that? Glitch in the system, or what is this? What is this? Top of parapet. It says that it's a roof drain. Okay, so I have to get to that later. So let's go back to what I was talking about earlier. Can I undo? Okay, yeah, now we're back here. So what I want to do is show the difference between the level this roof drain. Let's go back here. Let's go this far. So what I'm doing my section so that I can see this roof drain, and I'm going to extend this. I don't know what you call these extensions. What are they? They are clips. See this clip where it says far clip offset? It's 16 at the moment. And if I bring it closer to this roof drain and I change the clip to say 8 inches, right? It's gonna decrease. You see that? You see the difference? So that's what that is. So it's a clip, huh? Okay, so let's go back. So the clip is extended here. I want to duplicate this roof drain, create similar and put it here. And again, from the previous video, it looks like there's no way that, how do I put this roof drain on this roof where these crickets or the sloping, you see it's sloping down to this area of the roof. And it seems like I cannot place it, but I can. I just have to push the right button. And that button is place on work plane, okay? And what it's gonna do is gonna show me in plan view that it looks okay. But when we take a detailed look or a closer look at it, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be on the plane, but it's not gonna be on the plane that I want. Let's go to the section view, and it's here, you see? So what it is, it gravitates toward the level, okay? And I want to change that so that it's at this level, okay? Which is, if we look at our 3D view of the building, okay, let's look at this. Let's turn this to an orientation that we can perspective look at, and let's see, where is this guy? So I want this to be my orbital point, let's say. And if we zoom out a little bit, we'll see that our floor drain, man, that really is bothering me. What is this guy? Work set 1. So if I change, man, I don't like that. Let's see. Let's see if we can solve this problem. It looks like an exhaust fan, which would make that on the architect mechanical equipment. Let's go here and highlight and type M, and that will go down. I'm going to turn off mechanical equipment. Let's see what happens. Nope. That's not gonna. Okay, man, okay, well, that didn't work. Okay, so back to this floor drain or roof drain, okay? So you see that it's kind of hanging out there in space, but I don't want it to be in space. I want it to come down on this roof. Okay, so looking at this this orthographic view, or this perspective view, or whatever you want to call it, this 3D view, you can see that it needs to go down into this, onto the roof, right? It needs to go down here. So what I'm going to do is go back to the section, and we're going to use reference planes, okay? So what I need to do is create a reference plane so that the roof drain can go down to this area. And to do that, we go to our Architect tab, and over on the right hand side, there's a reference plane that we can create, okay? So we create this reference plane, and so this plane is going to infinity to the inside of the page and out of the page to the left and right, but it doesn't go up and down. So I'm gonna rename this so that I can have some kind of identity of what reference plane this is, and I'm gonna call it planter. Okay, so that is a planter, and I want to edit my roof drain so that it is attached, just like we did on the roof drain up here. You see, that's the southwest roof plane, okay? And this is my planter plane. And I want to edit the work plane. I don't want to pick new. So it moves to a selected work plane, but I want to edit change the work plane that an element is associated with, or I can disassociate the element from a work plane, right? So I want to edit this work plane because I've already chosen a work plane, so I want to pick another work plane. This pick new and edit work plane, there are little subtle differences, but what usually works for me is if I choose the edit work plane. This may have something else to do with how it's being placed on a particular work plane without creating a new one. It's kind of almost confusing, but I usually use the work plane here, edit work plane, and specify new work plane. The one we created was planter, which is this one. And I'll say okay. Let me move this out of the way. And when I say okay, you'll see my roof drain drop down to this work plane. Okay. So when I say okay, it drops down, and now it's associated or attached to this work plane. And what I can do is I can modify it in a way that it is aligned to this plane. So I choose this and drop here so that the plane drops down. Okay, let's undo this. Or I can choose this and I can move it up or down, but you see how the roof drain is attached to this work plane, just like it was attached to this work plane. And let's see if I can do this. If I edit the work plane, what would it be? What I think it would be level 2. That's okay. Cancel. Top of parapet. Okay. So new, edit, top of parapet. Say yes. Okay. So you can manipulate it in ways that will benefit you. And let's undo this, and let's align this roof drain to that to this planner level. And let's go back to the overall, and we can see that now it's attached to our roof. And still, it should be okay. This is the part that starts to where when you go back to the roof and you say, "Oh my God, what happened?" Because when we looking at this roof and we change the level where it was attached. Let's go back where it was attached here. We went from level top of parapet here to this level of the roof, and things still appear to be consistent with showing it on the roof plan. But as you can see, we have a problem in this area now, because showing it on the roof, showing this roof plan, I'm not able to see my roof drain. Okay. Now, so Autodesk, or let's say Autodesk has, let's not say Autodesk. So Revit has a tool where I can define my roof drain, okay, or I can see my roof drain at different levels, which is the whole story about the difference between a floor plan and a roof plan, because the roof plan has different levels. The floor plan generally is on one level, unless you have a mezzanine or something like that where you have to show it, which is another whole different problem, right? It's kind of like the same problem as a roof plan, where you are going to use, the reason for this video, a plan region, right? So there are within a roof plan and a floor plan, you have a plan region, or they should call it a region plan, huh? Anyway, so but we'll go with, so where is the plan region? So if we go, I think it's annotate here. Is it no view? Maybe view plan region. Yeah, here we go. So this is plan region created within a view. Okay. So this plan region within a view, within a floor plan view or roof plan view, or like I was saying earlier, a mezzanine plan, right? Where you have to use these sub-regions, you know, of your plan. And a sub-region of this roof plan I'm going to create in order to show my roof drain. Okay. So how do I do that? So what we want to do, our roof drain is comfortable now, right? Our roof drain is comfortable, snuggled down on this planter region, and it thinks that we can't find it. So it's kind of hiding from us. Let's go back here. Let's go and then go here and go to section view. So we have our roof drain on our upper level near the top of the parapet, which is the right here. This is the top of our parapet. Okay, this is the parapet wall. And we go down where the planter is here. So, and we're showing above level 2, which is between these two roof drains are between level 2 and top of parapet. Okay. So how do we solve that problem to show our roof drain in our roof plan? Okay, so let's see, where was I? Looking at view, was it view? View and plan region. So I need to create a plan region. Okay, so we create a plan region and we want to use a rectangle. Okay. So we choose this rectangle, create a rectangle chain of lines by picking two opposite corners. So I'm going to pick this corner and this corner, okay? And the unique thing about these plan regions is that what it allows us to do is to create a view range within that will identify our plan region. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's go here. I'm gonna go edit, top of parapet. I'm gonna go level 2, and level 2, I think that it's level, none of this is scripted, so level 2, let's say okay to this. I'm gonna say okay. So error, top clip plane is set below cut plane. Top clip is below cut plane. So 4 is greater than 0, so I'm gonna say 5. And let's see what Revit does. Revit likes that part, huh? Okay, so let's go, can I go to the section view? So the section view, and so my bottom is going to be, let's say level 2. The bottom. Now now you have to go into you in other words are creating a view range for this roof drain. Okay. So you want to get it below or right above level 2. Let's go back. Where am I? Here. Okay. So view range, level 2. Yeah, 0 is good. And let's go level 2, bottom. That's okay. And level 2, 4. And level 2, 5. That looks good. I don't see a problem with this. So I'm at level 2. I can keep that the bottom, the view depth. I can, let's see. Level 2. Let's go back. Let's say okay. I'm gonna go back to the section. Level 2. Yeah, that's fine. I can use 0. And edit my view range. I'm still looking at the plan region. Okay. So the view depth at level 2 is 0. That's fine because I'm above level 2, which is good. And then the bottom part of level 2 is 0, which is constant, is equal to, in other words. My cut plane for level 2 is 4. That's 4 above. Let's go back. Let's just make sure we're doing this right. Let's cancel. So my cut plane is 4. Section, my cut plane is 4. And which would put it, I'm going to guess, my cut plane. Let's bring it up here. I think I want my cut plane to be higher. Just to, let's say it's 6. Let's go 6 and the top is going to be 8. Okay, so let's go southwest. Let's go here. Let's say the cut plane is, I'm going to go 6 and the top is 8. Okay. And apply, I can say okay. Apply and okay. Well, apply is to see it without closing this dialog box. Okay. I can choose my parameters and say apply and see the changes over here. But in this environment or this mode that I'm using, I can't see it because it's asking me after I say okay, am I done? Yes or no, right? Let's go back and say okay to this. And it's not gonna show anything because I'm still in the same mode, okay? So I'll say okay, but it looks good, 6-8. I'm gonna say okay, and let's see what happens. All right, I like that. So did I guess right? I think I guessed right. No, you have to use logic, and it seemed to be okay. I would be concerned if it did not show, because looking at this section view, I knew that my view depth was 0, right? View depth of my level 2 was 0, and I knew that the bottom part, the bottom cut and top bottom was 0, and my cut was 4. Let's see what that is. Let's do a detail line and see where 4 is. Yeah, 4 is way up here. Okay, so I could have used 3. But anyway, so the bottom was 0, and the cut was 4, which was up here somewhere, and then 8 or 6. What was it, 6? No, the cut was 4 and 6. Let's go back. Look at this again. What did I do? 6 and 8. Okay. I think so. This can be 4, and this can be 6. Now that we know what we're doing, right? It will remain okay where we can see it. So now everything looks good. So this might be a glitch. I don't know. I think I might have to. Something has to happen with this. That's a exhaust fan, and I don't know where that's coming from, but I have to figure that out. But yeah, this is the plan region and how you can manipulate the plan region. I think they come in handy if you want to concentrate on an area. Let's go back and see what it says. Concentrate on an area where you have a view within a view, right? where is view, plan region, creates a plan region within a view, right? So you can show pieces of information that you want to concentrate on, right? Or you want to have it in view, where if you just use a regular view range as if it were a floor plan, it's not going to work, right? And in this case, we saw that if we use just a regular plan view for this roof plan, and the level somehow drops, then we have to go into another tool, and that tool is your plan region, okay? So I hope that helped, and I will talk to you guys later.